Hey everybody, Christian here from Android Unite. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Hopefully you liked that new intro. I just worked on it last night and I decided to use it for this video. Changed up the color scheme a bit, going red for 2016. So today we've got two products to review, both of which are courtesy of RAVPower. The first of which is their 30-watt dual port wall charger. It is Quick Charge 3.0 compatible. Comes in both black and white colors, as you can see here, with glossy finishes. It does have a retractable wall pin and has onboard iSmart technology, which is their self-regulating current technology. So essentially what that means is no matter what device you plug in, it's always going to pull the right amount of amperage and regulate itself in that way, so it'll never overheat your device or overcharge it. The packaging itself is pretty nice. I really like the mint green and the gray and white that they're going with here. The product retails for roughly $26 on their website, RAVPower.com, or you can find it on their Amazon, on an Amazon link somewhere. I was a little bit disappointed when I lifted up this flap here. There was absolutely no cords or anything, any other accessories in the bag, no carrying bag or anything like that, so I was kind of disappointed to not see that. But either way, great little product, easy to throw in your pocket, your purse, or put in the center console of your car and keep as for emergencies only. It is backwards compatible quick charge, so whether you've got a 3.0, 2.0, or 1.0 device, it'll definitely work. Moving on, we've got the 20,100 mAh power bank. This thing retails for $70 on their website, ravpower.com, or on Amazon. It is Quick Charge 3.0 compatible, backwards compatible as well, for both input and output. So I mentioned that because both of these work in conjunction with each other. If you've got the wall charger plugged in and have a cable plugged into their Quick Charge 3.0 port and then route that to the power bank, it'll actually charge the power bank, all 20,100 milliamp hours of it, in about 4.5 hours, which is, if you know anything about power banks, that's super fast. In the packaging itself, you'll find two flaps on either side of where the power bank rests, and both of those flaps contain flat wired micro USB cables, the first of which is a little over 2 feet long. It is exactly 26 inches from end to end. The second one is a bit smaller, probably intended for, plugging in a phone that's sitting right next to the device itself, and that one comes in at 10 inches. So definitely not very long, but they do come with that flat wire, which prevents some tangling, and so that's always a welcome addition. The device itself is fairly large, as you can see here in my hand. The specs on the back, if you want the model number, you can pause it here, but it is constructed of a pretty sleek, pretty smooth matte finish. It does have the ports there on the front, which include a quick charge port, input port there on the far left, a Type-C connection that outputs 3 amps in case you've got a friend or a spouse that has one of the newer iPads or iPhones, so that's always convenient. You can build them out in that regard. A quick charge green port, so it does stick out, quick charge 3.0 or 2.0 compatible. And lastly, an iSmart 2 amp port there on the far right. There's nothing really to tell about the rest of the device. There's nothing really going on except for some branding at the top. It is constructed of a matte black finish. I don't believe there's any other color options for this device, and it does have a button on one of the corners with indicator light there, 4 indicator lights. So 1 light would equal 5K, 2, 10, 3, 15, and lastly 4 would be a fully charged device at 20,100 milliamp hours. It is a fairly big device, as you could see there in my hand. So I bring in my Galaxy S6 Edge there as a size comparison. You could probably stack 3 or 4 of the Galaxy S6 Edges on top of each other in order to measure that. A couple years back, actually 2 years back, I believe, I reviewed the RAVPower 10,400 milliamp hour. So that thing is still running great, still working very, very well for me. Outputted at a 2 amp and 1 amp. And so I just wanted to bring it in and let you know that it's doing really well. I love the longevity of it. Build quality and construction is perfect. I've kept it in the car in the middle of the summer heat, and so yeah, it's when you buy a RAVPower device, you don't have to worry about whether it's going to hold up over time, because it absolutely will. The thickness comparison there, they're nearly identical in thickness. As far as length goes, I'll show you here that it's about 1.5 times the size, which is kind of good. I expected it to double, but it didn't double. The very last accessory that I forgot to point out is this mesh bag, RAVPower branded bag. Very, very soft to the touch, very breathable. As you can see there, it's kind of see-through. I believe that they did that because the battery when charging possibly needs needs to breathe a bit, and so that's a great addition. Always good to have a little carrying pouch for you. They do have a program where if you want to review their latest product release, you sign up at ravpower.com/super. Essentially, super is short for super user. And they'll possibly consider you for a free review unit. And I also wanted to point out that they stand behind the product 100%, so they offer you a 12-month warranty on both of these items that I've highlighted here. And the reason that's important is because when you're in the market to buy one of these power banks, you're doing it because it's potentially going to save you out of a really tough situation somewhere. You could be in a remote location needing to put some juice in your device for an emergency call or whatnot. Or you could be out camping and you just want to power up your devices from day to day. Whatever the case, you want something that is going to give you plenty of bang for your buck, and it's also going to hold up over time. And clearly I proved that here by bringing in that old product from 2 years ago and showing you that the batteries are still doing really good. It's withstood the Texas summer heat really well. And so if you guys are in the market for a power bank, let me know what you think about this one. I genuinely want to know in the comment area. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful Easter. It's Easter this weekend, so you might be seeing this later on in the future. But just want you guys to know that I really appreciate your viewership, and I'll definitely be talking to you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.